Hi folks, welcome to our YouTube channel. In 2020, myself and my partner Jackie bought this derelict house in County Cavan. The house had no running water, no electricity, and was completely a ruin. But we seen the potential that it could have. We decided to use our savings and all our spare time to renovate this house. We applied for planning permission before we bought the property and were granted permission to build an extension to the side of the house. With this news, we purchased the house and got to work. This was March 13th of 2020. We went up to the site to take a look around right after we purchased it officially, and we were contemplating all the work that needed to be done. You can hear me sniffing a lot. I actually had COVID this day but didn't realise it. So what we're looking at here is the house as it stood before we got started, and the groundwork, what will become our garden later on. So I was thinking of everything that needed to be done at this point. The trees that needed to be cut down, the garden that needed to be landscaped, the interior of the house, the groundwork, everything. But we were very excited about the whole project and could not wait to get going. Outside now, we're just going to show you. It's the back of the house, you can see. We've got the neighbour to take out the soil. You're probably better off keeping it local, I think. You know, keeps the neighbours happy, and he might give you a good price as well. This is the garden, so there's going to be steps going up there into the garden. Over there. So that's one big job out of the way. Katrina, say hello. Jasmine, say hello. Just lighting the fire there, burning all the old timber that was inside. Say hello, Dad. Hello. It's February 12th. I'm just going to do a clean up now on this building that we bought. As you can see, there's still a lot of work to be done. Just checking the floor. So I'm still debating whether I need to take that floor up or not. Put down a new floor. I'll cut it tomorrow and have a look. Okay, day 2 on this job here now. So just looking at this, I was saying yesterday about checking for the stone. So I just had a look and see what was going on. And it looks like they did a really good job. So you can see that there's large stones underneath that floor. What I was expecting to be just a 50mm slab seems to be a fairly solid job. So we're going to leave the floor and we're going to build our new floor over that. Okay, so it's March 11th and we're doing well with this house, but there's still a long way to go, obviously. But slow and steady. So what have we done so far? I've done the floor. So we've insulated that floor, 100mm insulation all the way up.
and we put reinforcing mesh in to strengthen this, and then we laid the floor down. That's going to be self-leveling compound. Also started to dig out there now through that wall, knock down that wall, and we put in RSJs, so that's for the slided door later on. The top part of that will be built back up. It'll have block on the inside, and then it'll be stone to match on the outside. Yeah, so that's going to be the slider. And then today now, I'm going to knock out this. See this wall here? There's a bow in that head's not good enough, so we're going to put steel in there as well. So I'm here on my own, put up that scaffold. It looks warm, but it's fairly cold. Hands are stinging a little bit from the damp on the steel. Yeah, so that's that. I'll just take you outside and have a look now. You can see the floor there. Oh yeah, we put the pipes in as well for it's going to be a sink there, and this one here is just to run a gas pipe in for the hob. Yeah, so next it'll be ring beam, so to speak, across there and across there to tie it all back together, fix up the stone, and then we can start on the roof. Just bring you outside now. Oh yeah. You can see from the outside there, got the digger man to do the ditch. Works great, and the council already had them pipes in, which was fantastic because I thought I would have had to do that. Oh, you can see the sun now, look at that. So this is all south facing, so I think from this time of the year onwards it's going to be fantastic till September, October. There you can see RSJs are in. So that's the story so far. Any questions, feel free to ask me. I don't know everything, but sure who does. And there is more than one way to skin a cat. So yeah, okay, best of luck. Bye bye.
Okay, so it's 2 hours later now and we have that wall down. We take a look. It looks a right mess at the moment, but I think once we get that steel in on Saturday, it will straighten it up completely. So 2 hours work doing that, and yeah, ready to go. This is a view from inside after the cleanup. Here is a closer up view of what we could see. We took down the roof and built a ring beam. This is the other side here that you can see. Here's a view from the outside of what it looked like once it was stripped back. And here's a view after we start building the roof. Here's a view from inside after we start building the roof. And another one from a different angle. You can see openings for Velux windows. Here's a view from the front after we built the dormer. Okay, so we've already done the floor. You can see now at the moment it's very wet because we took the roof down. I actually had a roof collapse at one stage, so that came as a surprise back in March. It took a lot of work to get to this point, even though it still looks like a ruin. So if you're doing one of these yourself, you got to be prepared for an awful lot of work, honest to God. Thank God I've had so much help from good friends. Jerry, Samantha, Regina, my father, my brother Phil, Katrina. So thanks very much, guys. So what did we do? So we've knocked out for the door, so that's done. And we had to build that back up outside, so we put block on the inside and stone on the outside. And then we done a knockout over here for a big window. You can see, and there was an awful lot of work. Like, that stone was absolutely just moving. There was nothing holding it there together, so we had a lot of work. You can see, the block that needed to be tied into that stone. Not the nicest, but all that won't be seen in the end. And then what we did was we knocked out for the window, kitchen window, and that still needs to be built up. And we were so lucky when we did that because there was an arch above it. And if we done it from this side to the outside, and if we had it done the other way around, it would have totally collapsed. So
So we managed to save the top part of that, and then we built up the outside. Then we put a ring beam all the way around. You can see it up the top there, and we reinforced that with steel, and that was to tie everything back in together. You can see there the steel, but the steel rebar, so it's 12mm rebar that runs the whole length on both sides. And we also went up into the apex, that's right on this side, so we went up into the apex with steel as well, and a ring beam. And then the chimneys at the top, they were so bad we had to pour concrete down into them and reinforce it with steel because I wanted to save the chimneys. And then this week so far now, myself and my dad and my brother, we did the roof. So we almost have a finished piece missing there. You can see there's cutouts for Velox and they have to be doubled up, and the other side is doubled up and complete. So yeah, and then on Saturday this week, myself and my brother Phil did dormer, and this is a higher dormer than the last time. So I'll just show you outside. So all the stone that needed to come out is put over here just for the moment. That stuff left, but you can see there's a mountain of stone on that wall there. So this is the outside. My dad did a great job there. Look at that. Putting that back in, there's the stone. Fantastic job. So we need to have them rafters cut. I just ran out of battery, we still got no power here. You can see up the top there, there's the concrete ring beam went up into that, and that's all tied together. So that's after strengthening the whole building. So here's the view from inside now. You can see the place is after getting a big clean up, and you can see that we have the roof structure finished, and you can see that we have 4x2 treated timber battens all the way along the walls there now. And the reason why we did that was because in Ireland it's so damp that we just wanted to create an air cavity as best we could within the building. So the 4x2 timbers are away from the wall about 100mm, and what we did then after that was we packed each one of them tightly with 125mm rigid insulation, and then we even put an insulated slab on top of that. It was at this point that we wanted to do the joisting for the attic room upstairs along with the mezzanine. We used engineered timbers because the span was over 5 meters and we wanted to minimise the bounce as much as possible, plus keep it as straight as possible too. You can see the work being done here now. Hello everybody, it's June 6th and it's early in the morning on Sunday, bank holiday Sunday. It's a beautiful day, and I just wanted to show you now how beautiful actually this building is actually becoming, because if you look there now, look, this was all plastered and full of moss, and I didn't even realise how beautiful it was going to end up, if I'm honest. So you can see it there, and then the girls did a great job. And look, you can see how beautiful it's after becoming there now. So we got the felt on the roof as well, so that's ready to go now. I haven't decided yet whether to use like a zinc type cladding or tiles, depending on the budget, so I'm going to get a price. So you can see this is how the wall did look at the back, and you can see the difference. Now, there's no real need to clean off that wall too much because that's got to become internal, and it's going to be rendered with plaster. So then at the front here, it's still fairly rough. You can see how bad that stone is now, so I'm going to start chipping away at that next week hopefully, or have somebody do it. But you know, it's real. There's actually something about when you do this. I was thinking, I just came out this morning and I did a little bit, and you can see there, I'll just start taking away now. Whoever owns the building before me, look at that, like, that's a disaster. There's no love there at all. So I'm going to chip away at that. You can see there where I just took out the concrete
I'm going to clean off all them stones, and then you'll get to see the finished look again later on. Now, there was a structural issue there at some stage, and the previous owner, he just put concrete blocks in there and plastered it up, and man, it's a disaster. So you'll see the progress on that if you keep looking, and that should be in the next couple of weeks. So I'm delighted now, I have to say, with everything. There's the window we did, modern window with an old building. You know, sometimes you're unsure, but like, you just take a chance and go, will it, won't it work? And please God it does, but we'll see. There's a dormer that I built there. There's going to be a stone front on that when we're finished. So tomorrow I'm going to come back. I'm not working today, I'm a bit tired today. Tomorrow I'm going to come back and I'm going to finish out that roof, start chipping away at that stone, and yeah, so we'll do a lot more blocks put in there. They look very high at the moment, but once there's a path in, I think the scaffolding board's actually throwing us off a little bit as well. So that's going to be the kitchen window eventually. Yeah, and listen to the birds. Yeah, so all good. So it's 9 o'clock on a Sunday morning and it's beautiful. And I totally recommend anyone that's good with their hands, you know, take a chance and give it a go.
And remember, if you sign up before the 31st of August, you get a free limited edition.
Fuck are you?
I'm doing it for Karen. Come on, nail it there, show her.
This little bit here, folks.
Don't worry about it, fix it when it doesn't matter.
Good, Dilly, you ready?
I'm ready. June 24th, and I haven't done a video in ages and ages. I just wanted to show you. So what we have done is we put down all the trees. Start to see the garden now, so we have to wait on Donald to come and do that. And then we took off all the concrete off this, so we need to point up this. We point up the whole house next. The foundations for the ground and the floor slab. Hey, rock. So that's all filled in now. And then at the back of the shed, we used as a dump, and put tires against the shed so that hopefully, you know, the idea is that it'll keep the water away from the house, or from the shed, I should say. And then we painted the doors, and inside the shed, we tools, and then in here there's going to be a temporary bathroom, I'll have that all plumbed up and ready to go. And then inside the house I go to now. So I don't even know how long I'm at this now. It could be 2 years we're at it, nearly. But we're getting there. So hopefully soon we'll have it done. Here's Jackie. Say hello, Jackie. I'm doing a video. Yeah. And then inside it's all painted and we have the rads up. Jackie's done a great job on that. Getting the bricks there. Still have to finish that unit. Floor's ready now for flooring. That's going to be the floor. So next week that's being done. And then this is the sitting room. And bay window. And upstairs is floored, but I'm not getting up now. You can see. So yeah, we're getting there. Anyway, make it quick for you, Jackie. Don't want to be boring the shit out of you. See you later. Up the dubs. Okay, so today we're going to point this stone. Because it's so old and it's so nice looking, we have to do it justice. So we're going to do it with a line render the way it should be done. What we're doing is we're going to crangle out all the joints, like so. We have to do the whole thing. And then make sure we brush it all out everywhere. This is going to take time. And then if you look at the bottom, show the bottom, Jackie, you'll see that it's very damp and it's full of moss. That's because all the water from the roof is hitting the ground and it's rising back up again. So what we need to do is we need to clean it off first. We need to get gutters on this rapid and drainage to keep the water away from the bottom. So we're going to do that hopefully in the next week or so. Also, another thing I want to show you is we're going to do a test run. So see this way, the stone, it's very dark. I'm going to do a job on that today called lime washing, and let's see how it turns out. So that's our story. We hope you enjoyed the video, and we're